everybody. I hope you're good this morning. I'm doing a sitting down one today. I've got lots on the go at the moment, so I thought I would start with this design. Now, it's lovely to see you all, and thank you for sending all those lovely emails through to me and all the messages that I've been getting. It's been wonderful to see all the messages coming through and seeing the lovely designs that you're all doing. I had a couple came through yesterday. Hi everyone. A couple of messages that came through and people were like, Francine, with the design that you did, that was this one here. It's this one that I made yesterday. How did you get the sticks to stay in place, and is there foam in there, is there tubes? They couldn't quite remember. I didn't do it from scratch, so I'm going to do a miniature version for you. Well, actually, I'm going to do one that's going vertical so that you can see how I actually put it together. But I'm also going to show you how to make the little flax flowers. That's the little woven lily one that I'm going to show you. So first of all, this particular design that I did yesterday, I didn't use all foam in the bottom. I just had a little block of foam on one end. But if some of you struggle, all I'm going to do is put the foam about this thick. Now this is the new Noir, the new black foam, and I'm just putting a little piece in the bottom. And I've got a little piece so that it's nice and it's all packed in just at the same level right at the base. I know it's hard to see because it's black and a black container. But you know me. Good morning everyone. Nice to see you this morning. Hi Valerie, it's lovely to see you, and Beverly. So what I decided to do is just do this really simple one. So I've just got some stems here. Now these are actually jute sticks, and they don't have to be fussy. I didn't want anyone to get worried about everything being absolutely perfect. Normally I use the Flax flower stems, and that's what I've used in the one that I used yesterday. But these are just jute sticks. But any straight sticks that you've got. Now this is really technical, okay? You just put it in there. Pack them in nice and tight. I know, I'm going to turn it around so you can see that they're packed in nice and tight. Oh, hello, how are you, Teresa? It's nice to see you this morning. And Georgina and Val. Hi, Val, down in Wanaka. How are you down in Wanaka there? So this is just showing you just a really simple design. Now, I've done these on really, really large scales for big installations and giant big urns and troughs and things, just to give the drama. And it gives a really nice, easy, cheap mechanic to do. Hi, Aurora, how are you? So it's just simple. You just pack them in tight. You just turn them around, make sure. And I just thought the foam could make it a bit easier for you all. So I thought we'll just do this real simple one here. For those that haven't got a lot of flowers, this is a good one to do. Make sure they're all nice and straight though. All straight up and down. Keep packing them in. Right. Working my way around. See it come in through here. It's just that yesterday, but the one that I did yesterday, I didn't think you wanted to watch me just doing a whole lot of sticks straight up and down. So keep packing them in tight. Make sure they're straight because you want to have that line going completely vertical. Right, that's why you need them quite tight. And there's been some beautiful work going on out there. It's just so magic, isn't it? Just magic. Put that one in there. See how that's just nice and tight, isn't it? It's all just all sticks going straight up and down. Doesn't have to be perfect on the top. Okay, so we want them to really, really firm. I've got that one there's just a little bit loose, and there's a reason why. So I've got a couple of sticks here, and I've just got a test tube that I've used glue dashes on. I'll show you another one there. So I've just got the dashes on there. So this is a really good way of having your water source. So all you do is you just get a couple of glue dashes, put them on your test tube, and work out where you want them in the design. You want some up, some down. You want to take your eye around if you want to take your eye around. When I'm doing really big structures, I actually will glue dash and tie these up in the sticks way up high, so it looks really good. And all you do is just stick it onto the stick like that with your dash, like so. Bring your little container back, and then you tuck it in and hide it in amongst all your sticks, and then pull the other sticks in front of it. and then know that that's where you're going to be putting your flowers. So I'll put a couple more around through here. Just make sure it's super tight. If it's too tight and you can't get anything else, and pull a few of the sticks out. I might just pull this one out here, turn that one around a little bit. Pull that one there out. So just got to have a bit of a fiddle with them till you're happy with the way they're sitting. And turn that one around. Might need to turn that in a bit. That's better. And talk to yourself, because it's really good to talk to yourself. Just don't answer yourself back, because if you do that, that is a worry. So then what you can do is you can then just get a couple of test tubes and put some dashes on them again. Double-sided tape works good too, but this is just a, like I say, a very, very simple design. It's all about line and contrast, very much contrast of colour, contrast of texture. So it's just taking it in, and again I'm going to put another one right up high. Take it up in through there. So there you go, straight sticks in a vase. Then you're going to get your trusty little water filler and work out where on earth you put them. I know they're in here, so I'm going to put one in there and just fill your tubes up. Just pop your tube, put your water filler in and fill your test tubes up. Come around here and another one in through there. You can see that tube, so I'm going to just move a stick over so I can tuck it in a bit tighter, and maybe one more stick just to hold it into place. So this is a very cost-effective way if you're doing a big installation, or you want just to have something nice in an entryway. So I'm going to show you the test tube there. See how I've got the test tube up in here, and I've filled that up. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to just take a piece of my asparagus fern. I'm going to put that, tuck that in so you can't see the base of the stem, and I'm just going to wrap it around, take it up. Now this is giving me textural contrast, and I'm going to take that in. I'm just going to tie that on with a little bit of paper coated wire. Preferably if you've got black wire would be better, because you don't want to see the tie. It's all about just having clean line. And tie on your asparagus fern, tuck that up, and then we've got that lovely rhythm taking our eye right around the design like that. So I'm going to put that to the side now, because what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a couple of the flax flowers. So I've picked some more camellias off out of the garden, as well as some dahlias. But I thought we might just, I'm going to show you how to make one of these ones, and then we're going to put it into a little bouquet like this. But I thought that's what we would do today. So hi Jeanette, hi Jane, nice to see you all out there. Millie, hello, how are you over in Australia? So what I've got here is just some of the Formium cookianum. The big 10x, the big green one's great to use, but I really can't keep pinching it from the neighbours. So I'm going to take a walk down. I've got to go out today, so which is a bit scary, but I'm going to try and stop at the falls on my way home, because there's no one there, it's isolated, and take a picture, or maybe even a little video, and show you how beautiful it is, and show you what I mean by the claddy stems, the flax flower stems. They're all around at the moment, and we use them a lot for structures. We've got some great designers in New Zealand, especially there's two down in the South Island, Ray and Rhonda, and they are Ray's particularly talented with using the flax claddy stems, but so a lot of the other girls in New Zealand. So anyway, so what I've done is I'm going to shred the flax, and that's easy. I should slow down. Flax stem, get your finger and just split it. Not all the way down, you sort of come halfway out, well, a third of the way out, not even that. Come right down here. Now with the big 10x in the back, the vein is so thick you really have to pull that out first to do this, but I'm just using the little one so I don't have to. So we're just going to split the flax like so. I'm going to lay it down. Can you see that all on the table there? I think you can see it there. Hi Carol. Hi Lynette. So, and then what you do is you take this first piece from this side, and then you turn it back on itself and press it really hard. Pinch it hard here, and then you just weave it in and out. And pull it down like so. Take the next one and go under, over, under, over, under. make sure you press hard here just so that they're nicely woven, nice and tight. Next one. Pinch it tight there. See how it's starting to get the weave? Back and under, and then you go over, under, again, pull it, keep it nice and tight. And this one here. And you keep going until you get to this last piece here. So all these guys are going that way and this one's shooting off this way. So when you get to the end here, pull it tight, make sure it's all nice and tight in through here. All these ends are folded down nice and firm. Take this piece here and turn it, and now you're going to thread that back through these pieces. So you turn it and go back through. And then again pull it down, make sure you're tight on the corner, pinch, and then take the next piece here and you're going to do the same. Also, a lot of people were asking about how to get a hold of the girl from Flax who does the halfpenny. If you go to my Facebook page, go to go to a floral affair by Francine. That's where you can view these videos again online. I'm putting up lots of information there about these different contacts, and I've put her details on there. You can also, for those that keep asking, you can actually view the videos back online as well if you go onto that Facebook page. If you want to know when I'm posting, just like my page and then you'll automatically get the update. Hi Francine, remembering seeing the flax flowers in Waffa, New Zealand. Yes, and they are wonderful. The married people here, you've really got to see them working. They are just incredible when working with this medium. And the beautiful costumes that they make out of the flax, making the grass skirts and the beautiful bodices. You've got to see this talent is just, and it's being passed on from generation to generation. So now that we've got to that end again, so I've come up this way, I've turned, now we're going that way, now I'm going to turn it again, and this is how we keep going around in circles. So turn again, go back, and it's just amazing seeing. So when you come to the World Show in 2023, you'll be able to see a lot of work and go and do some tours and actually see what they do, and amazing, very talented. And we're going to keep going again, taking from the outside and moving across, and I'm holding it, pinching here, keeping it all nice and tight again from this side here, under, over, the next one, under, now again one here on its own, turn it again, see how I'm now spiraling my way around, under, over, under, over, under, over. So if you haven't got flags, you can do this with Taifa. You can do this with pandanus and some of the other different mediums that you get that you can weave. Again, just keep going, keep pressing as you're going, keeping it nice and firm. Oh no, it's good to see you all this morning. So there's lots of information coming up, and if you want to know anything, just keep asking me. I'll keep sending. Next week I'm just going to be doing the workshops on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Fred's going to be posting something on the weekend though, because, you know, dear old Fred, bit of a worry about Fred actually. So now I'm going to go over that one and I'm going to go under. Whoops, got myself a little bit muddled here. That one there. I need to focus. No, I don't. I just sort of make these quite a lot and they're really good. Now the secret is, if you're wanting to dye them, it pays to wait at least 2 weeks with flax, with formium, until it dries out enough so that when you actually do dye them, it'll take the dye. What was that? These are good to make while you're watching TV. Oh, really good to make, Jeanette, while you're watching telly. How are you, Jeanette? I hope you're good. Hi, Mary. Hello, Margaret. It's nice to see you. So, and just keep going. No. That's why I thought I could actually talk to you a little bit today, because it's quite easy once you actually know how to put them together. Again, I'm turning again. Let me make this my last turn. And get over through there. And you can make roses, and there's all sorts of different types of flowers and different designs that you can do. But I'm just doing a couple of basic ones. And then turn there. I've got a great friend, Liz Grogan, who's actually been watching these. Hi, Liz. She's an amazing weaver. So once you get to the end, you're going to split the two apart like so, and then you're just going to tie them. Years ago, flax was actually growing. There were big flax farms, and it was amazing. That's what they made the rope out of. Huge industry here in New Zealand. It was massive. So, and do a double knot. So you've got that look. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this little piece here and you're going to tuck it in behind, and then you're going to roll it. Just turn it around. Whoops, going the wrong way. Roll that round and just roll them. Get that in underneath, take it through, and then we're going to poke these little pieces, we're going to take them out through the back here. Don't worry about the little bits that you've got to cut off. You're always going to end up with little bits. Don't worry about them. Poke that bit through there, pull them all out through the back. Like so, just pull it all the way through, and then so they're all out the back here now, and then it's when you twist it. You twist it to how you want it to sit. I kind of like it twisting a bit like this, and then I'm just going to scrunch it all together, and then I am going to make it round, tie it. I'm going to get another little piece of flax here on the side, and I'm just going to take it around a couple of times and tie it off. And there's, like I say, there's lots of different ways to be able to make these, but that's just my little version, the one that I like to make, and I make them like proper looking lilies, and this is just my quick version. Cut all your little pieces off. I actually rather like that little piece, so I'm going to just use it like ribbon and just roll it like a little bit of a ribbon there. And so all I did here is I just got a few together, and I just made like a little bunch of them, like so. You can tuck them in there if you want to, like this. And then you can get another piece here. Put that at the back. Tuck that up, and then I'm just going to get here another little piece here, and I'm going to just pop it in underneath, right in underneath here, make like a little ribbon bow. Bit out of flax, another little piece like this, and this is a nice little gift to give to someone too, so I'm just going to wrap that around. Now I was going to use these in my design, but I've changed my mind. I'm very good at doing that. Now I'm not meant to do this, but I'm going to. I'm missing a bit of a thumb, so it's a bit tricky to tie sometimes. Right, and just tie that off. And then you can just make a couple of little ribbon things out of these here if you want to. Oops, Daisy, dropping that one out of that one. And that's how you make just a nice little posy of just making woven flowers for someone. It's a really good little thing to make. I used those leucadendrons years ago for a Kiwi in South Africa wedding. I know, they're amazing. These are beautiful. We have a lot of the marigolds, you know, they use them for wedding bouquets, but even, yeah, just everybody can use them. You can use them in your design, whatever you like to do. I've made like a little rosette, and I'll post that one a little bit later on in how to make the roses. So then I thought, well, we'll come back to this design here, and I was going to use them, so actually maybe I should cut this up again. Goodness me, can't make my mind up today. And then I'm going to put one right down low. Tuck that in nice and tight. Put that one there. Where do I put my turntable? I've got one right down nice and low. And it's the beauty of the fact that you can use them for more than one thing. Now I'm going to put one up in that test tube up in there. Take my eye up, put one up in there, and I've got one down low. We don't want to have like a dot, so I want to be able to take the eye around a little bit. So I'll put one right up high. I might have to cut that one down just a little bit. That'll take my eye around a little bit. So I've got them coming through, and I'll put another one out through here. I've got another test tube here. cut them down a little bit. Put that one in. So today was really just showing you again how to make something from nothing, really. Just having a look at what you've got where you can use. So you could use your flax flowers if you like, and use your turntable to go round and round if you like that look. But then if you want a totally different look, I'll take those out. We can pick the last of the dahlias. I thought we could put a couple of dahlias in. And this is where the structure's really, really good. Put another one down in through there. Like so, so taking your eye around. So this is giving it nice rhythm around the design here. And then I think I've got one more tube right down the bottom here. Put one down in through, put that one in through there. One right down low. So that there is just showing you that little design there. If you want to, you can put a couple of little leaves in. I'm using some of the little acacia leaves here, but I'm looking at something for line. I want to take my eye up, so that's why I'm going to just pop a couple in here. It's actually going to take my eye around and up the design. Make sure it goes into the tube. Be able to have its water source. That's just going to settle it down a little bit. You'll see why when I come around. See how that's just sort of settled the eye a little bit, taking your eye up. So always watch your placement of your flowers when you're putting them in, and your foliage as well. I think that's really, really important, because it's so easy just to think, oh, I'll just put that there, not realising that what you've done is you've taken your eye away from the design. Just have a little bit of a tidy up here. And go from there, right down onto the lip. Go down just a little bit lower. Sticks are quite tight in here, so I'll just put that one in through here. Having a bit of a fiddle here. I want it to look right this morning. So taking another one just down the bottom placement and just watching where your eye's going with your design. Straighten that stick up. A bit of a fiddle with it. Make sure you're happy with the way it's going. Pop that, tuck it in amongst the sticks. That's better. That's better. So that's just showing you just a really simple little idea of just using sticks and twigs. You can add to this as much as you want or as little as you want. I've also got here, if I decided I wanted to and I wanted a little bit more rhythm and a bit more drama, I can always go and add a little bit of this here to the design to give it a little bit more height, which is quite interesting as well. But I'd have to take the stick out, so I'm going to do that just so you can see another look. Put that one in there, take that one up top, just cut that off just a little bit. I don't want it to take my eye away too much. There we go. So that's given it another look as well, a little bit more rhythm, a bit more texture coming through and pattern. So I hope you enjoyed it. There's just so many different options. So if you haven't got flowers, you could use the flax flowers or whatever you've made your flowers out of. You can use succulents if you want to use succulents. Another thing that looks good is drying fruit and putting fruit slices in there of dried fruit. So there's lots of options. So I just wanted to show you some different easy ways of being able to do designing, from the real technical stuff through to the simplicity, and sometimes simplicity does look good. So, well, not sometimes, I know simplicity looks good. So that's my design for today, and I hope you enjoy that. I'll post this up again later like I did before, and just enjoy doing your flowers, everybody, and I really look forward to seeing you all again on Monday. Keep an eye out for Fred. He's probably going to be hanging out there a little bit over the weekend. I'm not quite sure what I'm up to out there, so I'll have a bit of fun in the shed. So we'll see you again on Monday. Bye for now. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.